It wasn't exactly a hockey play. How about that?
You don't think that was a hockey play?
In this day and age, and I've mentioned this before, but I am so sick and tired of any time a guy gets caught in the trolley tracks and he gets hit, the perp has to fight. I don't like it.
I hate that too. It's so annoying. It ruins the game.
I don't like it. It's like, oh, you hit my player. Yeah, it's called hockey. You know, like if you're gonna feed your guy a suicide pass, go back and talk to the defenseman. Talk to the guy that shoveled it up the middle that made me have to look between my legs to find the pass. Don't blame the guy that was Johnny on the spot and waiting there like a mountain lion waiting for a runner to go by on a cold summer morning. Don't blame that guy. He was just doing his job. Go back and beat the hell out of the D-man that fed you that suey pass.
Well, there was no suey pass here, but I want to know.
I know, but I mean, in most cases.
Totally. I want to know, though, how does a guy who's making $9 million a year, I get it, he's paying 60% tax in Canada, the emperor takes it, so yeah, he's making $4.5 million USD per season. How does a guy making that kind of money go behind the net, not take a shoulder check 10 and 2, I lost the puck in my feet, oh, maybe I should take a look to see if anybody's coming, doesn't take a look, gets wrecked, and we're talking stick on puck here. Reaves didn't come in and just throw the body. He went stick on puck and then went through him. Dude, Darnell just got wrecked. I don't get why the guy got 5 games. He got literally as many games for hitting Darnell as our fella in the OHL got for calling that dude a Mennonite.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this. I mean, what was it, a headshot? It's questionable. I mean, if you slow it right down, it's possible to say. The problem is that Ryan Reaves is what they call a repeat offender. I mean, to me, I'm just looking back at it now.
But
that
that's
was
his
shoulder
job,
to
though.
shoulder.
Like, that's literally what he gets paid to do. He's a physical guy.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't make that hit, they're throwing him to the Marlies.
I agree. And it's his job. The problem is that he has a history of making questionable hits. So when it comes down to it, if it was a first-time offender, 2-minute minor, we move on. I think that's on Darnell Nurse. I learned this as a kid. Be aware of who's on the ice. When they got their fourth checking line out there, maybe I'm not wheeling it around the net. Maybe I'm using the net more as a guard. Yeah, that one's on Nurse, but as I said, in this day and age, that wasn't a hockey play. He was targeting the player. He was looking for the hit instead of the puck. Yeah, like you said, that's his job.
What do they say in the UFC? Protect yourself at all times. You're playing a physical sport. It's a violent sport. If you got your head down, you're going to get wrecked and you're going to get run over. And like I said, if Reaves doesn't make that hit, they're throwing him down to the American League. You can't pull up on a hit like that, especially when the dude plays 4 minutes a night. And then Darnell, looking at his feet, oh, where's the puck? Didn't even bother to check 10 and 2. They are ruining hockey when they do stuff like this. 5 games, I wouldn't even suspend him here. $5,000 fine. All right, good job, Revo. I like you said, Dave. I hate when they fight after one of those hits. Like, you just got your clock cleaned. Have some accountability. Have your head up next time. What do you? Here's a question.
It kind of reminds me of the.
So what do you think they do if you put Scott Stevens, Eric Lindros, that hit in 2024, Paul Correa at the blue line? If that happened today, what do you think they would give him? Lifetime ban?
Oh, man. I don't even want to think about that kind of stuff because I came from that generation where we use that as a model. Coaches would be like, Scott Stevens, that's how you hit. That's how you hit. That's what you do. You take these guys out. They're going to put their head down, make them pay for it every single time. Now we're a little more aware of head injuries and whatnot and targeting the head and leading with this and leading with that. And
I get it, there's head injuries, though, but you're getting paid a lot of money to play a sport. Keep your head up. It's a physical sport. People are paying a lot of money to watch. Play the game.
Yeah, and listen, if Darnell Nurse didn't get the puck lost in his skates, would he have been able to brace himself a little bit more? Maybe. But when Ryan Reaves is bearing down on you like that, you let go of the puck. Bye, take it, it's yours. I know you're not going to do much with it. You know, I've seen you. You've chopped hockey pucks in half when you stick handle the bloody thing. So take the puck. I'd rather that. But it's a split second decision. It's the same one that Trouba got yelled at for against Montreal. Player lost track of the puck, dropped his head. Defenseman took advantage in a split second situation. If, like you said, if he doesn't take that hit, then they're coming back saying, "Why didn't you make the hit?" Well, the guy was vulnerable, and I thought he might get hurt.
Well, what do? You're a defenseman. If you're behind the net and you're fishing for the puck, or if you're the dude barreling down on him, what would you do?
Stop behind the net. He had all the time in the world. Seriously, stop behind the net. Like it came off. It was on the defenseman's right side. He doesn't even look. I would have stopped behind the net. He had all the time, but he's looking down at the puck, looking down. He didn't even look up to see if he had an outlet pass. Nothing.
And for those that are new to the show, I want to remind you, Darnell Nurse has 2 eyes, Dave Wheeler has 1, and even he shoulder checked to see who was coming down on him.
I would have stopped behind the net, 100%.
Would you have used the left eye or the right eye to shoulder check?
I would have, it's funny. And to any young defensemen that are out there, I use this trick a lot. It all depended on what rink you were at, and I would always practice when we were warming up to see what kind of angles I had. Again, for whatever reason, I just had a really good physics or geometry, whatever you want, geography teacher. I was good with angles, and whenever we were in warm up, I made sure that I would start usually at just above the circle, and I would come in at different angles into the corner, and I would use the glass and see what kind of reflection I could get on which pane of glass to see, and I would use that as a rear view mirror to see a guys coming in barreling behind me. It would give me an indication of how much time I had, which side they were coming in on, and it gave me that extra split second that I needed to know if I was going left, if I was going right, if I was going to rag the puck in my skates, if I was able to ring it around. Use the glass as your rear view mirror when you can't look behind you.
Let us know in the comment section. Are you Team Darnell, Team Reaves, Team Wheeler, or Team Trev? Also, sorry for mentioning how many times you got only 1 eye.
Hey, more hockey content. It might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?